In this video, I'm going to review some drugstore makeup which is as good as or better than high-end products. For every product I review, I'm going to show you something that is either a dupe or a cousin to the drugstore product. So for each product, I'm going to show you a high-end counterpoint. I'm talking about foundation, blushes, eye products, lip products, the full gamut. Let me tell you something about me so you can judge if these products are going to work for you too. I am 68. I have lots of age spots, lines, wrinkles, and large pores caused by the loss of elasticity, causing your skin to stretch and sag. Oh, the joys of aging. With all that information, let's get started. The first product I'm going to show you is the Revlon Illuminance Foundation. It comes in 28 shades, $12.59 with that $3.50 coupon that you can get from Ulta. I was so interested because it seemed very similar to a foundation I totally splurged on last year. And that is the #1 de Chanel foundation that you can also get from Ulta. This is the Revlon, and this is the Chanel. They are so similar, not just on your hand, but more importantly on your face. So here's me trying it, Revlon and Chanel. Let me know if you see the difference, because honestly, I could not. They're both lightweight to medium. The Revlon has very good ingredients, including squalene, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and licorice root. The Chanel has very good ingredients also, but it contains fragrance, which I'm not so thrilled about. But the price differential, whoosh, it is extremely high. It's one of the most expensive products I have. It costs $75, which is really kind of crazy. They're both very hydrating, they're moisturizing. Now, I think that the Chanel was slightly more blurring for the pores, but was it $62 more blurring? No. Do you see any difference? Because I really don't. They both are very smoothing on the pores. They both wear really well during the day, and I think they're very close. So I would recommend the Revlon very highly. Is it illuminating? It is a little bit illuminating, but not so much you're going to feel shiny. It has a beautiful, beautiful finish, especially if you have dry skin to very dry skin. This is an A+. Another foundation that I would recommend highly and has very high ratings at Ulta and everywhere else. I'm showing you no. I'm showing you the same damn foundation. The L'Oreal True Match Foundation. And this doesn't come in 28 shades. It comes in 47 shades. Oh my God. And it's $13.99, again at Ulta. Great foundation. Let me show you how similar it is to the Revlon Illuminance. The shade is so similar. As opposed to being an illuminating foundation, this is more of a natural foundation, but it's so close. The same great things I said about the Revlon foundation, I can say about the True Match. It lasts all day, it's very creamy, it blurs, and it is very moisturizing. So here it is, and I just thinned it out a bit, and it's a great match. By the way, all the color matches that worked for me will be down in the description box. And I can wear this for 10 to 12 hours, but I'm not going to lie to you. I usually only wear it like 6 to 7 hours because my pajamas go on about 8 o'clock at night, and that's when I wind down and wash off my face. So I've not tested it 12 hours. but that's what people say. It lasts a long time, and I believe them. I've compared it to the Chanel, which is probably the closest type of foundation I have, and it's very similar, except it's not illuminating. It's more of a natural finish if you like that better. So this is a great option. People go crazy for it. It used to have a cap and you poured it out. Now it has a pump. They have changed the shades slightly, so you may want to go in store to see which color works best for you. And by the way, if you go in store, one of the best things you can do is take a foundation that does work well for you and hold it up against those shades in the store and take your best guess. Okay, the next product is a blush. I love my blushes. This is the Essence Pure Nude Blush in the color Rosy Rosewood. This comes in 8 different shades and it's $5.99. So let's say $6. Let me show you the color. If we can open it. Okay, here we go. This is a beautiful color. I'm wearing it right now. And it's just a very soft blush. It's more pinky, although you can go online and find one that you really like. This is pigmented, finely milled, applies very smoothly, but it doesn't give you a blast of pigmentation. And I have that with some of my other blushes. This gives you a light pigmentation, so it's easily buildable. And I love that about this blush. Packaging in general, not too hot. I haven't had it that long and the lettering has already started wearing off. So if you don't care about that so much, then what's inside is really worth considering. So I thought about, all right, what blush does this remind me of? My Pat McGrath blush in the color Divine Rose. Come on, open it. In the package, the color does not look identical, but they do look close. I'm going to swatch it for you and you'll see. Here's a swatch of the Pat McGrath, and here is a swatch of the Essence. So this is the Essence. This is the Pat McGrath. And the colors are not identical. They look so close on the skin. Maybe I'll add a little bit now and you'll see the difference. This is the Essence. I'm going to add a little bit more. So here's the Essence. Blush added. Clean off my brush. Here is the Pat McGrath. Do you see a huge difference? Once again, I do not. This, for the price, is really great. They're more like cousins, as we said in the beginning, but it is a great option, extremely affordable. When I was looking around for a bronzer, I came across great reviews for the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is the lightest shade. This comes in 8 shades and it is $7. So great for travel, very compact. Now for this, I do use a brush. Most of the other products, except for blush, of course, I use my fingers, but a small brush, this is an old IT brush, and I just like to gently warm up my face. The key ingredients are argan oil and vitamin E, so it works to moisturize your skin, and it gives you that subtle glow. You can build it up, but I like to keep it very understated. Great product. Here's the bronzer, and here's a product that I would compare it to. This is a Thrive bronzer, which is very close in color. It's very good for fair to light skin, and they work pretty much the same. The e.l.f. bronzer may not be a perfect dupe for the Thrive, but it is very close. It's not too yellow, it's not too red, it's just a very good subtle shade. Well, both of them are, but the Putty Bronzer, highly recommend. Now we're going to move to the eyes, and I'm going to recommend a mascara, the Milani highly rated Antigravity mascara. I want to distinguish that from the Milani and the turquoise case highly rated mascara, which is the tubing mascara. This did not do much at all. It hardly gave me anything, but the Milani Antigravity mascara did give me volume, it did give me length, and I really appreciated this one. This comes in 2 shades, black and brown. It's $11.99, and I bought it in Ulta. So this is a really good mascara. Now, mascaras are very, very individual. What some people loved, I hated, and what I loved, some other people hated. So you may want to give this a try. To me, this works very well. I'll give you an example of a mascara that worked for so many people, did not work for me. It's the Tower 28 mascara. Oh, people are nuts over this. For me, it just smudged. I had a ring of mascara under my eyes. It flaked off. It was a total disaster. There you go. And the anti-gravity doesn't give me any of that. It stays in place all day, and you can build it. And usually when people say you can build mascara, they mean you can build it like right after you put a layer of mascara on. You have to put another layer on immediately after. But for this one, you could decide an hour later, I really want to put some more mascara on. In most cases, you can't do that. But with this mascara, you can add mascara an hour, 2 hours later. I like this one, and I would recommend this highly. Do I have an idea for a dupe for this one? I really don't. There's so many mascaras out there. So it's just one for you to consider buying at a good drugstore price. The next 2 products have totally replaced the high-end ones I was using before. This one is the NYX Brow Tinted Mascara, and it goes for $8.50, and I believe it's in 4 shades. 4 shades. This one is in taupe. The first thing to go great on me are my eyebrows because they're very obvious, so why not? I have to use this every day, so I have to tame my eyebrows, number 1, and cover the gray. And I have pretty wild eyebrows. Here's the wand. It's a little large for some people, but for me, it works just great. So if this is a wand that will work for you, because if you have very sparse, small brows, it might be too big for you. I will show you what I was using before. The Kosas Air Brow Gel, and it's a nice gel. The wand is much smaller, but I'll tell you, the NYX for me works way better. I like it much more, but if you need something smaller, this is a good obvious choice. I have not tried others at the drugstore because, you know, when you fall in love with something, you don't need to go looking for other options. I've been married over 40 years, and I can tell you, I'm good with that. So I haven't gone looking for somebody else. So I'm sticking with my brow mascara. When I'm doing my brows, I have to follow up with a brow pencil. The friend of the brow mascara would be my brow pencil, which has also replaced higher rated product. But let me tell you about the NYX pencil, which is $8.95, and it comes in 12 shades. That's a lot of shades. I love this pencil. It is retractable, but I think this is great. This shade has worked out perfectly for me. Here is a little swatch. What I do is I fill in, there's some areas that I have overplucked, especially like the bottom of this brow. I have to fill in, but I particularly have to fill out this area, the tails of my brows, because that is just an aging thing. Part of your brows, you may have noticed, have disappeared, and that is just a very common place that you lose part of your brows. You may have lost more than just your tails, but having the gel and the pencil for me is is an essential. And it only takes me a minute or two to do both processes in the morning, but I think this is great. Now, I'm going to show you what it replaced. Benefit Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. Okay, I'm not getting anything from this pencil at all. Nothing is coming off of this. I don't know if this is defective. It's not that it's not my color. I'm just not getting anything from the pencil at all. So it's not even a fair comparison when you compare the high-end Benefit product with the NYX product, which is fantastic. You can get a drugstore price and you have a product that's much better than high-end. Now for the eyeshadow. If you're shopping the drugstore, you have a lot of options, but really my first choice in the drugstore is ColourPop. I love this palette. It's That's Taupe. It's $14, and I can't tell you how many shades there. ColourPop is, it's amazing. If you go on their website, there are literally hundreds of different palettes. But I love this one. It has 5 mattes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 3 shimmers, and it has 1 Super Shock, which is a shimmery shimmer. And here are the colors swatched. These are the 5 mattes, 3, 4, 5, and these are the 3 shimmers and the Super Shock shadow. You get such a beautiful, subtle, taupe, cool look with this palette. There's nothing outrageous, there's nothing intimidating. Even the shimmers are very subtle. So if you're afraid to dip your toe into the shimmer pool, this is an easy way to go. To me, the closest palette I had to that was the Visi Art palette. Even though you have some roses here, if I just covered up these roses, these colors looked the most similar. I love this. It looks pretty worn because I've used it quite a lot. I have to say, of all the products I have that are high-end, and it's not a lot, eyeshadow is probably my #1 category for higher end products. But I think ColourPop rivals them all. This is a great option for the drugstore. The Cashmere palette can run for up to $40. Yeah, you can get some sales for it, but you have to watch out for them. This palette is regularly $14, and you can get 30% sales on the ColourPop website. So this is a great palette to go with. I also like, quite frankly, that they don't have a mirror. I never use the mirrors for my shadow palettes, and this makes it much lighter to travel with. This is so pretty. All right, we're getting into a dupe here. This is the About Face Fix Lip Pencil. Here's a swatch. This is so creamy, so easy to apply, lasts a long time. Have I said enough good things about it? I'm going to compare this against what was my favorite lip pencil. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium Pencil. They're both a mauve pink, but as you apply them on your lips, on one side I'm applying the Pillow Talk Medium, and on one side I'm applying the About Face Lip Pencil. Can you see the difference? I can't. To me, this is a complete dupe. As a result, I am not buying the Pillow Talk Medium again, which is my favorite. But why do it? They look exactly the same on the lips. So this is a real find, and I am totally sure I bought this in an Ulta sale. Yes, look out for sales. even at $12, it is well worth it. There are cheaper options at the drugstore. You know that, and I know this, but this is so wonderful. It's definitely worth a call out. Now it's time to hear from you. Of all the products that we covered, what are you interested in trying? Or have you tried any of these products? Can you recommend any drugstore products to me that I have not listed here? I'd be really interested in trying some new things. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit like for this video. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.